What's going on YouTube? It's No Change coming to you live from PC Plaza, and this is another episode of my favorite things about Star Wars Battlefront. And in this episode, as you guys see in the title and the thumbnail, this is going to be my favorite game modes that Star Wars Battlefront has to offer, and I could not come up with one. I play a lot of different game modes. There was 3 of them that I had in mind, and number 1 would be the newest game mode addition, which is Turning Point, which is a part of a DLC that came out for Battlefront, and included in this DLC pack was this map. And unfortunately, Turning Point is the only game mode that can be played on this map, and the name of the map that you're looking at right now is called the Graveyard of Giants. So Turning Point is a game mode that really reminds me of the classic Rush playlist that you can find on Battlefield and other EA titles, except in Turning Point there are control points, and if you're the defending team, of course you do not allow the opposing team to capture these control points, and if you're attacking, of course you have to get you and as many of your teammates as you can on that control point in order to capture it, which will in turn unlock new control points for your team to capture. And my next game mode that is one of my favorites in this game is Blast, and that's because primarily I'm a guy that just gets on PC and plays alone, and this is one of the game modes that does not involve much teamwork, so I'm able to just go out there and run around, assault the enemy, and get as many kills as I can, which is one of the easiest things for me to do in any shooting game, because you don't rely on your teammates as much as you do with objective based games. A lot of those game modes and playlists involve a team effort, but when you're not playing with a group of friends and you're playing with complete randoms, it's safe to save yourself some stress and play something like this where your experience isn't totally affected by the performance of your teammates, who can at times be frustrating when you're playing objective games because they're not playing the objective, or they're running around trying to get kills when we have to capture a control point or something like that. But in Blast, it's very simple: kill the people who are trying to kill you, and most people do at least know how to do that. But another reason why I like Blast is because when I was in high school, or when I first started playing first person shooters or any shooters at all my friends and I would play was team deathmatch and kill driven game modes like that, where we all could just go out there, not really communicate that much, and just go kill people. And I honestly just have been enjoying it ever since. So that's a little side story just to let you guys know how I got my team deathmatch roots. But coming back to the present time, in Battlefront, another reason why I like Blast as one of my favorite playlists is that it doesn't have vehicles, and some people may love vehicles, but when I'm running around just in my run and gun mode, I really don't want a vehicle interfering with that. I can't get into a groove and a rhythm if I'm interfering with player controlled vehicles all the time. You know, droids and things like that are a different story, but I don't know, I just don't like dealing with vehicles, especially on small maps. But as you guys can see, my third and final favorite game mode in Star Wars Battlefront is Heroes versus Villains. And if you guys haven't got a chance to play this, I highly recommend it. I don't think most of you have missed out on this, because why'd you get a Star Wars game if you didn't want to use Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader? So this is a game mode that gives you the chance to do so. There are 3 randomly selected heroes, 3 randomly selected villains on separate teams. As it stands today, the 3 heroes are Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker, while on the villain side you have Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and Darth Sidious. And whichever 3 to die first loses the game. So the objective of the game, obviously, whether you're one of the heroes or villains or one of the rebels or stormtroopers, is to kill the opposing 3. I love this game mode for several different reasons. Number 1 is because you're guaranteed a chance to use a hero or a villain, so that's super fun in itself, especially if you're one of the people who watch the movies. You get to use one of the main characters, whether it's a hero or a villain. But another reason why I love this game mode is because Leia and Palpatine both have bodyguards that are able to be spawned, and if you spawn as one, you'll have a preset class which is pretty much like a super soldier. It has a different health bar, different abilities than a normal stormtrooper, and they also have a smart rocket as one of their cooldown cars, so that definitely comes in handy, especially when you see a hero or a villain and you want to take a hefty amount of damage off of them. that will definitely come in handy. But Luke Skywalker here decides it's a good idea to ambush me, but us villains are sticking together. Then Boba Fett comes in, Vader comes in, and they destroy him. So what I found out is that in this game mode, it's very good to stick together, especially because Leia and Palpatine have the healing ability to drop down some health for one of your fellow villains or heroes, and that really helps out a lot. And one of the other reasons that I really do love this game mode is that you get to see 3 iconic faces of the Force face off against 3 iconic faces of the dark side, and it doesn't get any better than that. They never actually did that in the movies, especially like this, so that definitely added to the experience for me. And it was especially refreshing because I started off playing Blast and Walker Assault and things like that, and I had never got a chance to use a hero or villain. So this is the game mode I come to when I want to get my fix of using a lightsaber or something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I couldn't quite pick one game mode, so I gave you guys 3. But if I had to pick which one is my favorite out of these 3, I would probably go with Heroes versus Villains. But anyway, make sure you guys don't miss the final episode of this series, which will talk about my favorite heroes in the game. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that one. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all I have for today. Later.